I'm spending 5 days in the Great Smoky Mountains and taking you with me. We'll be going on hikes, scenic drives, Gatlinburg outings, and finding out what makes the Smoky Mountains so great. Hello from Pigeon Forge. We are around 20 minutes away from Gatlinburg, and we're currently at the Titanic Museum. This is the most insane model I've ever seen of the Titanic. Genuinely never seen something this large. Pigeon Forge is a quirky town with so many interesting attractions. We thought we were going to call it a night once we reached Gatlinburg, but the energy of the evening crowd was infectious, so of course we had to check it out. I hate walking next to like a main street and having my phone out because it just screams tourist, and you do what you have to. Guys, look, I made a new bestie. She's just like me. We ended up going to a restaurant and got this interesting looking pizza, but honestly, it got the job done. Good morning from Gatlinburg. We are going to Cades Cove today in the Smoky Mountains National Park, and I couldn't be more excited. First full day in Smoky! Woo! Hey! It's an hour away, but it really is about the journey. We got our one-day pass outside the visitor center before officially heading into the park. I think this has to be the most lush green forest that we've ever been able to drive through, or correction, been able to get driven through. We are entering Cades Cove. This is a scenic loop drive. It's around 11 miles, and a lot of people say they see a lot of black bears here, so we're hoping that we see black bears. Guys, we saw one bear on the side. 2 bears. This one right here. Alright, Cades Cove for the purpose of actual bear sightings was an absolute fail, but it was still very scenic, very pretty. Sorry. We tried to go to Mingo Falls. I don't get how they know it's the most popular trail in the entire park, but literally only 10 cars can fit in the actual parking lot. And then we tried to go to some nearby shoulders. Those are also filled. It's just, we are out of luck. This is pretty normal in the summer. You know where I think it rains during the afternoon. What? Sorry. This is for 5th grade me, who thought that the best quote in the world was, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing in the rain." This is for her. We were loving our time in the rain, and everything was going fine until it wasn't. We tried to turn the car on, and it would not turn on. But I think they found someone with a jumper cable, so I think it's fixed now. Yeah, so I was wrong about that, and we actually had to call some repair centers, but there was no service in that parking lot, so we also had to walk away from our car, try to get service, and make these phone calls.
I think I can get oh no, I need it today actually. I don't have a car.
Things are not looking too good right now. We keep calling some car service centers, and they're all closing before 5, and it's already like 2 p.m. At this point, we were basically out of options, so we called a towing company. Now, in order to get the car onto the tow truck, they had to use a cable to jumpstart the car in a different way. And when my dad turned the key, he's like, wait a second, I think this is working now. And the guy kept saying, no, like it's gonna run out in 10 minutes. We ended up talking for 10 minutes. The car still is completely fine. So my dad's like, are you sure it's not fixed? But the guy from the towing company seems pretty sure that the car still needs to be fixed. So my mom, my sister, and I end up taking a taxi out while my dad goes to the towing company. Turns out my dad was right. The moment that they jump started it was actually the moment the car started working again, so we didn't even need it to get towed. We didn't need to take a taxi out because that was a perfectly functioning car again. Apparently when we were eating in the car, we had our back door open and that just used up all of our power. So lesson learned, never doing that again. Third bear that we've seen today. We just went to Clingmans. I got the turtle cheesecake. I got the Gatlinburg mud. That's really good. You can like genuinely taste the cheesecake, and they make some really good fudge in here. So the pieces of chocolate, you can tell the difference between this and store-bought ice cream. This one's pretty, I would say this one's a pretty simple flavor, but I got it because it's like local, so it's not bad. That's it for today. Let's see if tomorrow goes to plan. This is Cades Cove, day 2. Hopefully we have better luck today. There's a mini traffic jam and there's a bunch of cars have stopped, so I'm hoping that means that there's a bear. Because why else would anyone stop? I haven't seen anyone stop for a wild turkey, so it has to be a bear.
Isla? Isla?
Yeah. Just kidding, we did not get catfished. We saw one bear. We did not see a second bear, but we did have our second fight of the day. Currently, I'm back in Gatlinburg. The plan is to go to the SkyPark. I'm not going to lie. There's a small part of me that's a little bit terrible because I do not fear heights. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Right here. Once you're closer to the top, the overhead view of Gatlinburg makes this chairlift so worth it. First place we went was obviously the store. I was so tempted and so close to getting this bear.
Wait, don't hold him for too long. Actually, you can't hold him because he's gonna think you're bringing him home.
It's not just Gatlinburg, but even some of the best views of the Smoky Mountains you'll definitely get from up here. Now it's time to walk the largest pedestrian cable bridge in North America. We had an amazing time up here, walking across the bridge and observing the city with the beautiful mountains as a backdrop. It was the perfect way to just take it all in. We are on our way down, and what happened right now is actually, it's not funny. Like, he gave us the bar, but he didn't give us the bar, so it didn't even reach, and these chairs don't stop, so we literally we were trying to grab, okay, we're not that tall that we can just grab it from all the way up here, so we had to grab like this little thing, but it was just honestly not funny because this chair was moving. If we went down without a bar, that's not funny, and I feel like they legally have to ensure that we have the bar.
Yeah, the guy was in a rush, probably.
We took a little leisure break for the past hour-ish, and now we are heading back out. We're gonna go on the Roaring Fork Motor Trail. Best snack ever. This was one of my favorite parts of the entire trip. I felt so immersed in the forest. The towering trees and the sound of the stream really added to the peaceful vibe. It was so beautiful. Now somehow after a day in nature's playground, we ended up in my playground, the outlet mall. But are we really surprised? Day 3 of Smoky. Today started off kind of rough because I couldn't find my sunglasses and I still can't find them. So it's just very disappointing. I still haven't found them, but in good news, the park is Today we are doing the Alum Cave Trail, except it was so full. We got here at around 7:30 a.m., but the entire parking lot, including the extended lot, was completely full, and the nearby shoulders. So we are a little bit far away, but anything is worth it at this point. I am wearing a rain jacket this morning. As you can see, it is a little bit chillier this morning, and I've heard that since the elevation increases on this trail, it does get a little bit colder on the way up. So we are staying protected. Get it. I took mom's cane. We still can't even see the trailhead. My favorite thing to do while hiking is pretending like I'm part of the fellowship, and we have to walk through all these different lands to get to Mount Doom. What do you think of when you're hiking?
Bro, I can't show that. Yeah, I think of a fake vlog.
Okay. Finally made it to the trailhead, and now we can start the hike. This was such a fun hike, definitely steeper than I expected, but the chance to be deep within the trees was something I'm glad I didn't pass up. This is it. Finally, we've reached the Alum Cave. It might not be like a traditional cave, but it's definitely dramatic. It was so funny because while we were walking up with our hiking boots and trekking poles, we passed a guy in literal flip-flops, completely freestyling this. Can't say I would recommend that, but I do admire his commitment to the bit. We came all the way up here, okay, in this dense forest in Tennessee. And I climbed all the way up here. I was looking around, found the craziest thing in the sand. It's honestly, I'm gonna take this as a sign. I think you should too. What are the chances that the wind just does that? That's crazy. That has to be a sign. You cannot. If that chipmunk comes closer to me, I swear. I did not make my walk down look graceful at all, so we're gonna quickly move on from that. In my defense, it looked a lot scarier from that angle. I tried to be cute and romanticize life. This water is frigid. Just when I thought I couldn't get any closer to the mountains, they're looking even larger from here now. It's so dense. You can see how dense the forest is, and the best part that I really love about this is you can see the roads. Like from up here, you can see how the roads are cutting through the forest. Flights to Maine are always expensive, so if you're looking for another way, this is it. We have reached Mingo Falls. This is supposed to only take us around 11 minutes to actually get to the falls themselves. Right now we've just started this quick little trail and there's just a bunch of steps. not gonna lie, as soon as I saw the waterfalls, I was so pleasantly surprised because I couldn't remember what the Google image looked like when we first decided to come here. So I did not expect for it to be this tall. We are currently on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is a really pretty scenic drive that technically goes all the way up to Virginia, but obviously we're not going that far. She's really enjoying the Blue Ridge Parkway, like a lot. This is what I'm talking about, like at this point we're almost taller than them. Ew. I did forget to mention, we are in North Carolina. The best part is it felt like we were all alone until we were joined by a short, four-legged friend. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen. I was so surprised by how short black bears really are. Still can't believe that we saw that black bear. That was the cutest, most authentic way to find a black bear. I always wanted to see a black bear crossing the road. We're so lucky. What are we gonna do? We're being chased. We are at Clingmans Dome, walking up to the observation tower. Super excited to see the view from up here. We kind of picked evening time so that maybe you could see it during sunset. There's a little sliver of a rainbow. You can only see it through your phone camera or your sunglasses, which is so weird. You can't see it with your bare eyes. If you're wondering why the Smoky Mountains are so smoky, it's because the vast forest releases VOCs, which create a vapor that spreads blue light from the sky. That, along with these other conditions, make these mountains look misty. That spot right there is Balsam Point. We were driving across that. And then over there is Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. And it's so interesting. You can clearly see the elevation difference between the Blue Ridge Parkway and the rest of the cities. Up until now, we had just been getting closer and closer to the Smoky Mountains, but this was the best way to see the bigger picture. Here's one last sunset before we ended our night. The last day, we were more determined than ever after yesterday's sighting to see one more bear, so we got up at 6 and left the hotel in this diabolical outfit and drove to a nearby place close to the Roaring Fork Motor Trail. It was so quiet and still, the kind of morning that makes you go, why don't I wake up this early every day? I was half asleep when we spotted this lone bear. I think this has to be a male black bear. He was bigger than the other ones we had seen. This was easily our most impressive sighting of a black bear and my personal favorite. Now we're heading back. It's 9 hours. I think we have 8 hours left. 9 hours is definitely a long road trip, but I think it really was worth it. Thanks for coming along with me on this trip. I'll see you on my next one.